Good afternoon to all. Again, welcome to another review from Cayman Hurricane Center, reviewing the 2020 storms so far. Again, getting us up to speed with everything for us to get back to normal programming. Of course, we're reviewing now Tropical Storm Fay that formed on July 9th and continued through the next several days through to July 11th. This storm was yet another one to impact the United States, and this one, sadly, too, has also caused deaths across the United States. So let's have a look at the track of Fay. So, there's lots to talk about here with this system. Of course, it started out in the Gulf of Mexico, uh, just to the south of Louisiana, part of a trough of low pressure that sort of sat there and percolated over the northern Gulf of Mexico. Of course, the system then turned towards the east, then northeast, moved over Florida, Georgia, came offshore Georgia, near the Georgia-South Carolina border area there, and then a couple days later, after hurricane hunters went in and flew and found that the system had indeed strengthened and developed into Tropical Storm Fay, just about 40 miles northeast of Cape Hatteras of North Carolina. Of course, upon formation, tropical storm watches and warnings were issued all across the coastal regions here, from the Carolinas through Virginia, Jersey, New York, Long Island, Connecticut area. Anyway, this system continued to move generally towards the north and actually strengthened quite a bit. 60-mile-per-hour tropical storm, 99 millibars when it made landfall just to the northeast of Atlantic City, New Jersey on the 10th of July. The system then continued to move further inland, obviously transitioning into a post-tropical cyclone, but still making its way into Canada and causing impacts there. Again, noting that people have died from the system, and yet again, the system being another record breaker for being the earliest F named storm on record. So as you can see here on the satellite imagery of the system, as it developed off of the Carolinas, moved up north, and as you can see here, with large impacts all across the northeastern U.S. and deep into Canada here. You can see the center of circulation here, while the mid-level circulation was a little bit off to the north and west. Here, pretty much sort of classic signature storm for East Coast for June, July period. So it's pretty bog standard, really. Yeah, and of course, impacting the East Coast there, lots of damage. I think they estimated a preliminary damage cost amounts of, I think it was $400 million of damage as the system moved up. So definitely one other storm to add to the impacts of land, and another storm to break another record. Again, you're going to find a lot of these storms this year have broken records. So, yeah. All right. So, of course, the system then weakened out and over Canada and moved out. Again, 11th of July is when it officially no longer was a tropical cyclone. But again, lowest pressure, 998 millibars, 60 miles per hour. When it made landfall, pressure was a little bit higher, 998, but still a fairly decent tropical storm upon landfall. Okay, next up on the updates will be for Tropical Storm Gonzalo. This is one of the first ones in the main development region, and so we'll do that video coming very shortly. Again, thanks for joining on this review.